Good morning, y'all. We're in Ringgold. We're back in the truck. It's Monday morning. We're getting ready to run over here to Fort Oglethorpe. We're going to drop off our load of skids and see what the rest of this day holds for us. Hopefully it holds making some money, getting some more money on this pay period here. We shall see. We don't have another load yet, but hopefully one's coming shortly. Let's go for a ride and see what happens today. Come on, jump in. Let's go. Rock and Roll Trucker.
This is the Rock and Roll Trucker. We're knocking out miles, we're eating good, we're rocking and rolling and having a good time. Come along for a ride. Let's see where we can go today.
Howdy, howdy, howdy. We back again. We're over here passing through the city of Dayton, Tennessee on Highway 27 North. We finally got our load of pallets off earlier. That took a lot longer than I expected it to for such a simple load, but we got it done. Burnt more day than I would have liked, but we're on the way to Crab Orchard, Tennessee, to a place called Loist, which I believe is essentially like a gravel pit, gravel mine. Seems I remember going there. I'm pretty sure it's the same place I used to go to when I drove a hopper bottom trailer, doing grain and stuff like that. We would go in there and pick up lime dust. Never been in there in a dry van, so I don't know if they also have like bagged product. I guess they've got to be selling some stuff like in bulk bags or something like that, you know, because I would go in there before and we'd pick that stuff up, you know, overhead load in the hopper bottom, and boy, that stuff's heavy coming out of there. I assume I'm probably gonna have, you know, I don't know what, there won't be a lot of stuff inside the trailer versus the weight of it. That stuff is very dense, very, 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 very heavy, so I'm curious to see what I'm actually getting there. It's been quite a few years, and I didn't know they sent stuff out in regular dry van loads. It's going to some feed company down in Jacksonville, Florida. Most likely, I'm betting probably chicken feed or something like that. Probably mixing it in, but I don't know. I assume it'll be bagged lime dust. That's all I can figure. Kind of weird to go to a gravel pit or you know, a lime mine, you know, whatever you call it. Rock Quarry. Rock Quarry. There's the word we're looking for. That's not something you usually go to in a dry van, but that's what we're going to do today. We're about maybe we're 30 minutes or so away, I think. We're just moseying on along. I'm feeling pretty good and relaxed today, and we're just kind of taking it easy. The weather is spectacular today. You can see those blue skies, and right now it's only reading about 74 degrees on the truck right now. I mean, that's within 2 or 3 degrees in either direction of being accurate there. It feels wonderful out there. Erin and I got up this morning. She got ready to take me, you know, to the truck, and I got up a little bit before her and was going to let the dog out and everything. And I just opened up the patio balcony door there and just propped it open and let some fresh air in. I mean, it was downright chilly outside this morning compared to what it's been. You know, it's been so hot that, you know, anything remotely cool feels kind of chilly right now until everybody gets acclimated to the fall part of the season, you know. So, but it was fantastic. Just lovely fresh air to let in the apartment. We'll be to that time of the year here pretty soon where you've got a couple of weeks where you can just open up the windows. A few weeks you can just open up the windows and the door and turn off the HVAC and just let the air in. Let just get that fall cleanse through the apartment, you know, that fresh clean air. I look forward to that every year. That's my favorite time of the year, every single year since I was quite a young kid. Even during the summertime, you know, always, you know, we all lived for getting out of school for the summer, and, you know, I adored summer when I was a kid. You know, stayed running around my little hometown there with my cousins and buddies on bicycles and out in the yard and stuff, and had a big old time. But the older I've gotten, the less of a summertime person I am, and I don't get to look forward to getting out of school for a couple of months, and can't really afford vacations or anything these days, and I always loved fall then, and the older I've gotten, the more it's become my favorite time of year. It just feels, it's like that changing part of the year there, where just feels fresh, I enjoy it immensely. Erin does as well. That's her favorite time of the year also. We were talking about that the other day. Like, we just want to go travel and like follow follow that weather, like wherever it's that you know, that those kind of temperatures and that kind of vibe. We just want to follow it across the world there. Just keep up with that weather. I don't know if that's possible, but that'd be a fantastic thing to do. But that's where we're at, Highway 27 North, heading up for Crab Orchard. We'll jump on 40 up here at some point, go down a couple of exits, and then we'll pretty well be there. I know the place well. I'm just, like I said, I didn't know that they sent stuff out on the dry van load. I'm curious to see what it is, and if it is like bags of that dust or stuff like that, I'm curious to see just how many, you know, skids or pallets they put in there. Because I remember when we would get that stuff in the hopper bottom, you really didn't use much of your trailer space on that stuff because it was just so heavy and dense. So I'm curious, and have no doubt it'll be something that leaves a big dusty mess in my trailer that I'm gonna have to sweep and air, you know, leaf blow out before we go pick up our next load after that. But we'll deal with that when the time gets here, right? I'm gonna go drive. I'm gonna go get there, figure this thing out, and then we're gonna get pointed towards Jacksonville, Florida. We'll go down there to sunny Florida. I'll take you with me. Y'all hang out until we're ready. We'll go. Be good. See you in a little while. All right, folks. All right. We're over here at the Rock Quarry. Exactly where I thought it was going to be. Took a little longer than I would have liked to have gotten that load on there, but now we're about to go over this ridiculous scale situation here and make sure we're at least legal weight. I don't know where we're going to be on our axles, but we're going to find out if we're under gross here. I got this whole little thing. This is really not ideal for a 53-foot trailer and a full sleeper truck. We got to drive through this little water bath here. These places seem like they're just tailor-made to try and tear your truck up. It's just they're not designed for, not so much designed for regular road tractors here, but we do what we got to do. We got it in here, we'll get it back out. All right, but we're moving around to the scale house. We got to drive around this little banked, tight NASCAR track turn here and try and not get ourselves rolled over and try and not pop a tire off the wheel, and then get straightened up enough over here without running any part of our tractor or trailer into these big yellow rocks. They are not setting us up for success with a 53-footer. I remember going through here with this before, but last time I did it, it was with like a 48, 45-foot hopper bottom trailer. A little easier to navigate. It was in a sleeper truck too, but I wasn't near as long as I am now. All right, looks like we about got her done here. I'm gonna leave y'all alone while I talk to this guy at the window here. We're gonna see where we stand. So y'all bear with me. You'll hear me talking to somebody. Yep. Here, let's get up. We got the phone ringing there. We'll call you back here in a minute, Rebel Dan. We'll call you back here in a few minutes. All right. We made it on here. Open the window up here. 76,000.
Give me 1 minute.
All right. Well, we're legal gross weight. Just gotta go somewhere and see if we're legal axle weights. I think we'll be good. What do you think? Get this yellow vest off of here.
Right. Need you to sign right there. Sign this one right here. Right. These are yours. You're good to go.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you now.
All right, folks, as you see, we got some paperwork, we got a seal, we're legal on our gross weight. Just got to hop out and put this seal on. I don't know where we stand on our axles. It's kind of borderline on my suspension gauge right now, but I think we're pretty close. I'm gonna hop out here right quick, throw this trailer seal on. I won't bore y'all with the details of that, but y'all see me getting out of here. I'm gonna get out and take care of that right quick, and then I'll be right back with y'all when we get down the road a little bit. We're gonna figure out our route right quick. We got a couple of choices, and neither one of them are great, but we're gonna figure one out, and we'll get back with you in a bit. Y'all hang out. Well, hello again. How y'all doing? I'm back. Just for a minute or two. We were closing back in on Chattanooga. We opted for the route that's gonna take us through Chattanooga. There were a couple of different options of different routes and ways to go. A couple of them took some back roads to get back out to the interstate, back across the 75 and all. And there was an option to go up through Knoxville and take I-40 through the gorge and jump over, get over to I-26 and cut across that way and everything. It was quite a bit longer mileage-wise, and some of the other options to get me back over to 75 were a little quicker than what I'm doing now mileage-wise, but this is the most time-wise is going to work out the best. It was the most free-flowing way to go, staying on multi-lane highways, and the only real slowdown being going through Dayton, Tennessee. So we went on 27 and everything, if you're familiar with Tennessee, and we have now popped back out over here on just right outside of Chattanooga, just in time for the afternoon traffic, of course, but yeah, just to be expected. That'll hold us up a little bit. I'll deal with it. It usually makes me pretty mad, but that will also slow me down enough to kind of miss the worst part of the Atlanta traffic that I'll have to go through. So I'll kind of delay myself a little bit in Chattanooga, but it will kind of be to my benefit here in a couple hours, when we get over here to Atlanta. We're going to stop down here right before we get to the scale house in Ringgold on 75. We're going to jump off on that exit and go to the circle. I think it's the Circle K there. We're going to cat scale this load. We know from weighing out at the shipper that we are 4,000 pounds in the good, completely legal on our gross weight. And I'm pretty certain I'm really close on my axle weights. My suspension gauge tells me I'm fairly close. We're going to go get over here and get through Chattanooga and jump off in Ringgold there right a mile before we go across the scale, just to double check and see where we stand for sure, and see if we need to make any quick adjustments before we get to going down through Georgia, because we'll hit a couple of Georgia scale houses on the way to Jacksonville, and we'll hit a couple of Florida scale houses as well. At least one. Yeah, I can't remember if we got through one or two, but yeah, we got stuff we got to account for here. We just want to make sure we're legal. A lot of times I'm pretty certain that I'm, spot on and in the good, but you never know for certain, and you don't want that surprise information to be presented to you at the scale houses, right? We're rolling. We're going through Chattanooga. Everybody's got their own way they would have gone off this trip. I chose this way. Just seemed the easiest without having to play around on any back roads. There was one other option that wasn't bad, but this one was just easiest in my mind. And just for my mental health on this trip, this was the easiest for me. And it's definitely shorter than the one going across 40 and going to 26 and all that. Some people would have taken that option, but I chose this. We're just going to do the tried and true method of coming through and going to hitting 75, going due south until we hit I-10. Then we'll head over. We're not going to make it all the way tonight, no matter what. We're going to come up short because we had to go do the delivery this morning and over in Fort Oglethorpe, and that took a little longer than I wanted it to, and then the pickup took a little longer than I wanted to, and then we had the deadhead to get over there and all. So we're not going to make it tonight, but we got a pretty good wide open delivery window for tomorrow, and then we've got an actual appointment time on my load plan for the next load, but that's at a place that we do a lot of drop and hook contract stuff out of. So if I'm not there by that time, which I think I might still be, that one will most likely get diverted and loaded up anyway, and I'll just drop it and hook it when I get there. So no harm, no foul on that, and we'll be bringing that back up this way, and by Wednesday we'll be back up here right outside of Chattanooga, delivering in Rossville, Georgia. Right there, I mean, not more than a couple of miles from the apartment. I don't know what we'll be doing from there. My hunches tell me, depending on what time that we end up delivering that, we'll probably, good chance we'll go get a Coca-Cola load, take that to Montgomery. I don't know. We'll find that out tomorrow or Wednesday. Heck, I hadn't even looked at my load dispatching app here in the last little bit, so there could be something on there now. I don't think there is, but here we are. As you can see in front of us, there's the signs getting down into Chattanooga. I should hit a brick wall in traffic here any minute now, going up the ridge cut, unless it's already done me a favor and cleared out some for the day. That'd be lovely, but we're about to find out just as soon as we round this turn here. We're going to see what it's looking like down in front of us. Is it slowing down yet? And yes, it is. Just as I predicted. It's a daily thing, every day, no matter what. It just comes to a grinding halt over here by the ridge cut, going up the hill, where you get up here and merge with, 24 and 75 merges. I'm not going to let you have to suffer through me fussing about traffic, and I'm going to try not to even fuss about it today. I'm feeling pretty good today. I'm going to let it roll off my back. We're going to take it with ease. We're just going to have, it's going to be what it's going to be. I can't change it. I can't make it go away, so we're just going to slip through it at whatever pace it allows us to slip through and go do our thing, all right? No sense in getting mad about it. Don't want to get this week off to a bad foot. Had a pretty good weekend. Don't want to ruin it. So we're just going to take it as it is and turn our Jimi Hendrix back on the radio and rock and roll out, chill out, go do what we got to do. I'll get back with y'all here a little later, probably after we get to Atlanta, maybe when we get around Atlanta. We'll see what it's looking like there, but y'all be good till I get back. Hang out, hold the fort down for me. See you in a bit. Hello everybody. As I said, I'd holler back once we got somewhere near or through Atlanta. We just pretty much got through Atlanta. We just made it around 285 and merged onto 75 South here. And people are driving out of their damn minds. It just keeps getting worse out here month after month. I don't know what has gotten people so bold and brave with the way they are driving, the speeds that they're driving, and the dipping in and out of traffic. I mean, just taking every last inch of any little space they can find. And it don't matter if they're in a Chevy Spark or a 3500 series Ram truck. Just people out here doing insane things in vehicles that you shouldn't be doing insane things in. Driving in ways that nobody should be driving in. What has happened to society out here with people have gotten so aggressive in cars? Like, is nobody being taught the consequences of what happens when you're in an accident anymore? I've been unfortunate enough to have been in a couple of accidents in my life. Once as a passenger and once getting hit by somebody at another time, and then one silly accident where I was the only vehicle involved that was my own stinking fault, but horrifying nonetheless. you know, I kind of got that mess out of me at a young age when I saw the violence and the just unenjoyable activity of being involved in a serious car wreck. And people are driving crazier now than ever. What is happening? Can y'all explain it to me? I truly don't understand. It just seems like a lot of times, like even the police seem to just turn a blind eye to it. Like I just had somebody cut in front of me so tight that I can't believe I didn't pit maneuver him. You know, a little cocky jerk in a BMW. He blew by me, dipping and diving off in through the traffic there. He had to be doing every bit of pushing 80 to 85. Blew past a state trooper in the process of all of it. A Georgia state trooper. Usually they like to get after people. They just let him blow on by and keep on cutting a road through traffic through there. It's like, there goes one flying by there. Like everybody's passing in the right-hand lanes now too. You don't even get a chance to get over and get out of the way before people jump over and get, you know. I don't know what to say about it. I don't know what's going on. It's like I can't even had a chance to get back over there in that right lane there in a few minutes. Of course, the minute I do get over here, we're going to run into an exit only, I bet. But it is what it is. But man, have y'all noticed how aggressive people are these days? Talk to me about it in the comments there. Tell me, like, does it seem like to y'all that people are just going overboard with it anymore? Like, I know nobody wants to drive 55 on the interstate or anything like that, but it just, when the flow of traffic is running, 65 miles per hour, and you've got, a handful of buttholes trying to make it flow at 85 to 90 miles an hour, I mean, it's just a recipe for a disaster. I'm seeing more and more accidents out here, just on a daily basis, seeing more accidents, and it's insane to me, y'all. Kind of scary to be around a lot of these people out here. I'm just getting more and more of my feel of having been out here every day. I got at least a couple more years to go out here. Like I said, I've talked about it in other videos. If I'm lucky enough to get this truck paid for, that'll probably be my exit strategy out, but that's a couple of years away. I'm sorry for the touching my nose and scratching and everything like that again today. Did not take my allergy pill today, and I'm getting itchy nose and been sneezing all day. It's always, I look like I'm here riding down the road like snorting stuff and wiping powder off my nose or something. That is not the case, folks. I can assure you of that. None of that in my system or in my blood. I can promise that. It is truly just a case of trying to not sneeze and trying to scratch my nose there. But yeah, talk to me in the comments. Tell me what you think about the general public and their driving skills these days. I would love to hear it. Let me hear what you got. I'll be back in a little while. Well, here we are, everybody. Obviously not in the driver's seat anymore. We're in the sleeper. We've been hanging out for a little while. We got our hours down to about 2 hours to go, and we were getting to the point down into Georgia where we were going to start running out of any real good options of places to park. So we swung off into a rest area down here, about halfway down. We're exit. I like the 170 something mile marker, I think 160 something. About 20 minutes from where we're going to fuel up tomorrow morning. We've got roughly 4 hours to get where we've got to be in the morning, and hopefully that's not a bad delivery, because then we got to drive a couple of hours to Savannah and pick up there and then book it back over towards Rossville, Georgia, which is practically at home. I said earlier in the video, I don't know what we'll do from there. My hunch is probably something for Coca-Cola. Sorry, we're moving you around a bit. There's that darn glare. Yeah. But yeah, we're chilling, catching up on a few episodes of Suits. Got the old Netflix going. We had us a little snack, got us a soda, talked to the lady for a little while. Nothing major serious to report. Just a typical evening of sitting somewhere you don't live, hanging out in the parking lot. Life of a over-the-road trucker,
Everywhere is, you know, like you live everywhere but home. It seems like you live everywhere but home. Trying to think of I got a musical recommendation, but let me be right back because I got to go get the proper name of it. I'll be right back. Just like that, I'm back. My musical recommendation. It showed up today without me even knowing about it. I looked on the new releases on my YouTube Music, and one of my favorite bands of all time, the great Social Distortion, was listed as having a new single out today called Another State of Mind. I dig it. I dig it a lot. It's kind of almost a lo-fi, low fidelity sounding recording almost. It's kind of like really throwback old school, and they went a little punkier than they've done in quite some time, and it is really fantastic in my ears. I love Social Distortion. I think everybody should love Social Distortion, including you and you and you and you and you. All of you. So look up that song. Social Distortion, Another State of Mind. Yes, do that. Do that ASAP. And other than that, I'm going to say, have yourself a good night, good morning, good afternoon, whatever time it is when you're watching this, as I always like to lay out to you here, because, you know, I never know what time you're watching this. It could be any time of the day. It's the beauty of YouTube. It's all there permanently. You can see it anytime. So I don't know. So I just, blanket statement. I wish you a good everything. And I've been saying lately too, whatever you're doing, be good or be good at it. And one of my favorite quotes of all time from the great Red Green Show said, if the ladies can't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. That's one for all of you fellows out there to live by. Yep. Now I'm going to go. I gave you a little musical recommendation. You got to ride with me a little bit today. Nothing major eventful. We're going to call it a night. We're going to get up and do it again. We'll still be in Georgia when I talk to you on this next in the morning, but we'll also be in Florida, and then we'll be back in Georgia, and then we'll be back in Tennessee, going all over the place, staying regional. But anyways, bye-bye. Have a good whatever it is wherever you're at right now, and I'll see y'all on the next one. I'm going to need a passenger, so y'all got to hop in and ride. See y'all then. Bye-bye.